In today's video, we're going to be diving into the upcoming pattern where we do have Hurricane Ernesto out there in the Atlantic. More tropical activity expected in the short, medium, and long range. The overall pattern where there is quite a few storms expected over the next 10 to 15 days, although things should be quite a bit quieter than normal. That's going to be a big theme today. And then also cooler air around for the final half of August here, and throughout the month of September is expected with frequent Arctic blasts in a very, very unseasonably cold pattern here for at least the next 45 days or so. With all that being said, be sure to check out Prestige Weather in the description and pinned comment down below, where we are running a fall sale. It's typically $5 a month. We're doing it for only 99 cents on your first month if you use discount code DIRECT at checkout. The best part is that if you decide that it's not for you, you can cancel and all you will be charged is that 99 cents. And on top of that, we are uploading a plethora of early access content from our long range forecast here on Direct Weather. Right now, we just uploaded the when to expect your peak fall foliage in 2024 to that Discord server. So if you join today, you will gain access to that. But we have others coming up soon, like the winter forecast, the second one, the final fall forecast, first frost, first freeze, first snowfall, our official snowfall forecast, and our September forecast. All are coming up in early access. So just a handful of videos that I know you guys love so much every single year are going to be available early in our Prestige Weather server. So again, for only 99 cents for your first month, you can gain access to all this early access stuff alongside our other features, which I'm sure you guys will love. Anyway, let's dive into things and take a look at the upcoming pattern. Again, a little bit quieter than things have been recently. So here is Thursday afternoon on August 15th. We do have some showers and thunderstorms happening across your Cascades and your Rockies here, even the Canadian Rockies there. We do see that for areas along central Canada down through the central United States all the way down to the Gulf Coast. We are seeing a bit of activity both in the form of showers and thunderstorms there. We do see our Hurricane Ernesto there sitting well north of Dominican Republic. We do see some typical summertime thunderstorms occurring for a bit of the southeast there, and then some showers and thunderstorms are present for the northeast. So it's not apparent yet. It does seem a little bit more active for this Thursday, August 15th timeframe. I promise you things are going to be quieting down, though, here over the upcoming pattern, so we will see that a little bit later on. Here is Friday on August 16th. Again, the Rockies are quite active, a little bit less than the days prior. We do see that this storm over the central states has started to move eastward, so it was located over the northern plains here. We have seen it kind of relocate to the Wisconsin area, bringing the Great Lakes and some of the Ohio Valley some shower and thunderstorm activity here. So stronger thunderstorms and showers are present for a lot of the Appalachia area, as well as the northern upper Midwest areas like Minnesota, Wisconsin, even the upper peninsula and lower peninsulas of Michigan there are seeing some of this activity. Let's keep going. I want to take us straight in towards Saturday on August 17th. And we do see that the West has kind of began to see some activity shift southward down the Pacific Northwest coast. Also for some of the Four Corner states like Utah and Arizona there. And then we see a lot of this storminess has shifted eastward. We see the Gulf Coast all the way up to the Great Lakes, backwards towards the upper Midwest. Also eastward towards the northeast here, we are seeing a lot of thunderstorms and showers present here throughout the east. But again, that activity is going to be rapidly slowing down here very, very soon. Let's take a look here at Sunday on August 18th. And what we see here is showers and thunderstorms throughout the northwest here, throughout portions of the Rockies, and throughout some of the plains here. Very, very active patterns still happening out west. Will be slowing down soon. We do see some broad low pressure in a lot of the east here, so we see just tons and tons of thunderstorms and showers present from Florida northward all the way through the eastern areas of Canada. Plenty of thunderstorms and showers to go around, so a very, very interesting setup there, to say the least. Let's keep going. I want to take us towards Monday on August 19th, and still the eastern seaboard here is featuring quite a bit of storms, especially though if you go to Tennessee and North Carolina northward there, up at kind of the Appalachian mountain range once again. That is going to be where a lot of our thunderstorms are located. We also can tell we're in a very ridge in the west, trough in the east pattern by this point on Monday, August 19th. This is a very active time frame. We do see plenty of low pressure along the coast, but again, this is going to be slowing down very, very soon. As we move towards Tuesday, August 20th, this is definitely the beginning of that quieter time frame. We see this ridge out west, trough in the east, but really there's just some sporadic showers on this downturn of this jet stream, which is quite common. And then right on this upturn here, we do have some activity as well. But outside of those areas, it's very, very dry and quiet around the nation here. Even as we head towards Wednesday, it's a lot of the same. I mean, we're not even going to talk about much. In the southeast and some of the plains are seeing some showers and thunderstorms, but nothing too notable. Thursday is a whole lot of the same outside of the southeast. Friday, same story. Saturday, the 24th, really not seeing much in the way of activity, unless you're in the Gulf of Mexico here, where we could begin to see some tropical activity want to develop. With all of this storminess in there with the warm waters, I would not be surprised to see something try to develop. So that could be the next interesting thing we're discussing as we reach into the kind of 24th, 25th time frame of August. Also off the southeast, we are seeing this kind of possibility of tropical development here as well. Definitely something to watch for. Here is Sunday on the 25th, and we do see a little bit of storms here for the upper, or I guess the Midwest in general, but nothing major. I would say still the Gulf and Southeast area seeing these storms is going to be the main story, as some tropical development could be possible with all of this activity in place. With all that being said, let's take a look here at our European AI model. We see Ernesto actually misses a lot of eastern Canada this time around. Newfoundland up there does get that eastern tip kind of definitely scraped by Ernesto, but nothing too major. We do see that for our main development region here, we do see activity kind of present, and we're going to see some shoot-offs of activity here north of the Caribbean, which could be our next few systems. So watch this very closely as we watch these pockets here of activity from that main development region shoot into that kind of Caribbean area there, especially this one right here that we see spin off. This is the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and this one right here would definitely be something to watch. We also have another area here, another area here, and another area here. Definitely could spell some activity in the long range as we reach past the 20th of August and approach that peak of hurricane season. We also have some activity near the Texas coast, perhaps, and even near Central America. So there is plenty of potential activity here in the tropics. We're about to just explode here, I'm afraid, in these regions. We do see, as we look at the total precipitation, it's very underwhelming. I can't really pinpoint anywhere that I would say is probably above average. I'd say the highest chance is probably somewhere in here, like the plains or the Midwest. But even then, I think most areas are drier here. The Gulf and off the southeast coast, this is, again, indicative of a lot of that activity that we see day over day over day. And this will spell some chance of tropical development later on. So we're going to have to continue to monitor that situation, of course. Here is the precipitation anomalies. And sure enough, I mean, there's a lot more brown than green here. Some of the Appalachian mountain range here, we are seeing some above average precipitation, as well as some of Canada here, the very populated areas of Canada. So keep that in mind. And then the Pacific Northwest, some above average activity. But for a lot of your Rockies, Plains, East Coast here, we are seeing below average activity for all of these areas. Very, very quiet compared to normal. Here is the temperature pattern. Again, we're kind of underway with a nice little fall time cool down for some of these areas. We are seeing another one on the way here as this really sets in for the 19th, 20th time frame. Look at that, the 20th into the 21st here. We're seeing far below average temperatures here for a lot of your Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, and some of that interior northeastern states. The greens would be 10 to 15 degrees below normal, which is going to be substantial and definitely a noticeable amount of cold. So would take us into more of a late September, early October like pattern, likely a lot of 70s in there. So it should be very, very pleasant for many folks. And that wants to stick around past that 20th time frame into the 24th here, 25th. This is when we get some uncertainty right after that kind of hours 240 mark. Once again, just like the other day, I mean, we're seeing warmth from coast to coast here on these models, and that definitely is not how things will look once we get there. So it is an ensemble model, which means we have 20 to 30 members here, and this is definitely something that we want to pay attention to as we should see this back end, like past the 25th, begin to show some more opinion here over the coming days. So be sure to stay tuned with us. Here's the next 45 days overall from our CFS daily model, and we do see below average temperatures for the east here, as well as a lot of the west coast, with some warmth over the kind of Rocky Mountains into some of the plains there. This is the overall pattern through September 29th, so a much cooler pattern in the east as we've been predicting. Here is your cone forecast for Hurricane Ernesto. No longer really expected to become a major hurricane, so we are expecting this one. We should have an update, actually, a 7 p.m. update. So let me refresh this. Actually, we don't, so we'll see. But we do have this hurricane expected to continue to be a hurricane all the way hitting Bermuda almost directly, or maybe even directly south of Nova Scotia. Thankfully, it looks like they're going to be dodged, but eastern Newfoundland, like I said, definitely has a chance still of being impacted. So we're going to watch that very closely. Definitely something that we will be watching. We showed this yesterday, but here's your global tropics hazard outlook. And this is week 2 and week 3. So August 21st through 27th, we do expect tropical activity to be present there in that red area. So they are predicting that kind of MDR area, short for main development region, to be very active. But it gets even more active for week 3, which is going to be August 28th through September 3rd, where we have that highest in the darkest red chance, 60+% chance of having a tropical cyclone in there. So more chance than the flip of a coin 3 weeks out. So we're going to be watching this very closely, but we should see this continue to escalate as we reach towards the peak of hurricane season, which is going to be around September 10th, September 9th timeframe. So we're getting closer, but we still have a ways to go. Definitely the worst is not behind us. It's definitely in front of us, unfortunately. Anyway, with all that being said, be sure to check out Prestige Weather like we mentioned in the pinned comment and description down below. Be sure to subscribe as we do upload every single day. You can even hit the bell icon for daily notifications when we upload so you never miss one. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.